am Megan Turner, and I am so pleased to have you here live at the Artisan Studio on the beautiful grounds of Brucemore, a site of the National Trust for Historic Preservation. Now, who's joining us tonight? That great singer-songwriter duo from the Midwest, Brad and Kate. They're not only going to share their music with us, but they're also going to tell us about their musical journey in terms of being self-professed dreamers. So, without any further ado, Brad and Kate.
Here, now, crowded room of people, words turn into shapeless sound. When you go, my days feel so low and complicated. Don't complicate it. Won't you come back home? I am so done with waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Will you right next to me? Will you right next to me? Baby, I can breathe. Baby, I can breathe. Will you right next to me? Will you right next to me? Where I wanna be. Where I wanna be. Time slows. Minutes creep to hours. Eyes fixed closely on the door. When you go, my days feel so low and complicated. Don't complicate it. Won't you come back home? I am so done with waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Will you right next to me? Will you right next to me? Baby, I can breathe. Baby, I can breathe it. Will you right next to me? Will you right next to me? Where I wanna be. Where I wanna be. When you go, I feel so low without your love. And I know you feel it too, so come back home. I need you close, and that's enough. That's enough. When you go, my days feel so low and complicated. Don't complicate it. Won't you come back home? I am so done with waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Will you right next to me? Will you right next to me? Baby, I can breathe. Baby, I can breathe. Will you right next to me? Will you right next to me? Where I wanna be. Where I wanna be. Will you right next to me? With you right next to me. Baby, I can breathe. Baby, I can breathe. Will you right next to me? Will you right next to me? Where I wanna be. Where I wanna be. When you go, I feel so low without your love. And I know you feel it too, so come back home. I need you close, and that's enough. That's enough. When you go, my days feel so low and complicated.
Come sit down. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You
Great.
sound great. Okay, so I know that that song is semi-autobiographical, right? I don't think it's any secret they're married, right? You're not
Yes.
keeping that quiet.
Yes.
So talk to us a little bit about how you got together, both personally and musically, and why that song is so special to you.
Sure. Yeah, that song is called You Right Next to Me.
And it was the first song that we actually co-wrote together. It was kind of a ditty that had been stuck in Brad's head for a long time.
Like years.
Like years. And then we were apart. Brad was on a ski trip in Colorado for a week, and I kind of took that song of, you right next to me, just being like, we just want to be together. So that's the first song we co-wrote together. It's currently like our most streamed song, and yeah.
So, Brad, you were the musician first, right? You were a solo act. How did you go from being Brad Myers to Brad and Kate?
Yeah, it's a fun story. So before I even met Kate, I was playing music in college, playing music in the bars, whatever, and not as much as my own songs. But then Kate kind of showed up in the crowd a little bit, and before she was on the stage and before we were Brad and Kate, she was in the crowd. I convinced her after weeks or months of dating to come up and sing one song. And she could sing, but wasn't like actively singing and performing. And she did great musically, but was still kind of comfortable with the whole stage thing. So then eventually one song, two songs, and next thing you know, bradandkate.com is a thing.
So when we asked you to come into the studio and join us for this series, and I was explaining to you that we like to take a theme and apply it to the artist. And right away, you guys said, dreaming. We're dreamers. That's what we do. So there's our theme. Why is it that you were so enthusiastic about that?
I think because it makes life more fun. I think it's just really easy to get into a groove of whatever you're doing, to just kind of settle. And that's kind of what the Next Year album was about. Like these things that we've said we have wanted to do for a long time. We wanted to write our own songs. We wanted to perform our own songs. That without dreaming, like that's not going to happen. You have to eventually like follow that dream. And so, yeah, we just don't want to settle. We want to keep being the best that we can be in every way, and not just like kind of be this hobby local musician, but really like push ourselves to see what we can do artistically.
Well, they always say don't quit your day job, right? But you made that dream come true, talking about that and becoming the level of professional musician that you aspire to.
Yeah.
How did you go about doing that, and was it dicey when you did?
It ended up being a little dicier than we even knew at the time.
We knew it was going to be a risk. We started, we had been playing shows together while we were working other jobs, and the music stuff picked up enough that we thought, I think we can just do this full time and give all of our energy to that. And so we made that decision like at the end of 2019, and we said, January 1st, 2020, we are going full time. And we like told our employer, and so January 1st, 2020, we both quit our jobs. We had like a full lineup of shows and new music and all this stuff. And then of course, lots of things were
going.
lots of things were canceled. And so honestly, it pushed us. We had all this time and energy, and so that is really what like put us in gear to write more songs. And again, just do the things that we have said we wanted to do for a long time.
Now, I saw that you have a lot of videos out there, too, live shows from your basement.
Yeah.
Was that a COVID reaction?
Yeah. So we were scheduled to play a show in Des Moines, and, everything happened so fast. So I think we had like a day or two of notice, and they emailed us to say, hey, we don't really know what's going on, but we're going to cancel. And we had all these new songs prepared, and we're like, I don't know, let's just put our phone up and go live on Facebook. And eventually that became like really the means of support through those months of, not getting to play live shows.
Well, not only was it cathartic for you and obviously financially beneficial at a really difficult time, but, speaking as somebody who loves music, I went online too to get that, and I think a lot of other people did the same thing.
Yeah, we got a lot of good feedback from all kinds of people, and like we mostly are playing in the Midwest right now, and so we got a lot of good feedback from and made fans like all over the nation. We actually did a Brad and Kate, what was it called?
Like U.S. tour?
Brad and Kate U.S. tour, and so we tried to
From our
like have
basement.
somebody tune in from every single state, and we like did a scratch-off map and stuff. And so then just getting to connect with people who don't get to always come to live shows was really special.
And you mentioned all the canceled shows. I honestly don't think we would have steered our focus towards the songwriting and the recording of the album if it weren't for all those cancellations. So I don't know. I think we try to make lemonade out of lemons a lot. But for real, like one of our most treasured experiences was recording our album in the studio. And I don't know if we would have done that if we were just kind of on the road during all those months. So it's kind of cool in retrospect, but it was a little risky and crazy at times.
Well, it helps to be dreamers, right? And
Yeah.
forward thinking and always
Yeah.
looking ahead and wanting more. So your recent album, I've got a fabulous visual aid here, a big one, is next year. And that kind of keeps with your dreaming theme, doesn't it? Tell us how you came up with that name for the album.
Yeah. We knew we wanted to name the album Next Year when we kind of looked at the compilation of the songs and what they meant to us, and really just how it represented like this journey of songwriting and kind of a new start, dreaming dreams, doing the things you want to do. We knew we wanted to call the album Next Year, but typically there's like a title track called Next Year, and we didn't have one, so we had to write one. So I feel like the title track, which is the last track on the album, kind of paints the picture of, saying you're going to do something next year, maybe next year, maybe next year, maybe next year. But for us, like we've said, just doing the things that we say we want to do and not waiting until next year, because you never know. And so this album is especially special because it was Kickstarter funded. So that is like a crowdfunding. We put it out there to say, hey, we're trying to raise this much money to make this album. And, fans and friends and family pitched in, $5, $10, $500, and helped us make this not just like, our songs, but really our songs to the best level with, beautiful production, with a great producer, full band, even like some strings. And so we're just really proud of it.
Well, that's one of the stories. There was some bonus giving in this Kickstarter campaign that allowed us to do a couple things. And I'll show the vinyl. And we were able to upgrade to a pretty wacky thing here. So
this is another representation of like, just go for it. Like, just have fun with it. So.
And we play a lot of shows where it's just the two of us. But on the album, it's the full band. And as Kate said, the strings, we were able to use one of the bonus gifts to, on Next Year, put these really beautiful live orchestral parts. So violin, viola, cello, bass. And that was honestly one of the coolest things, the most honoring things of the studio experience, was seeing other musicians and come in and own their contribution. And those strings truly brought us to tears, because it made this thing that we believed in a little bit. We believed in the song, but these symphonic players added such a contribution that was like so moving to us. So
Took it to another level.
yes, took it to another level for sure.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, isn't it, when you see studio musicians unpack and just do what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. Well, let's talk about merchandise a little bit more, since you brought out your gold album.
Yes.
I love
Neon
this.
yellow.
I love this T-shirt.
Thank you.
It says Brad and Kate, like that. But then, anybody remember the Keep On Truckin' bumper sticker? It's kind of nice.
Kind of nice.
It's kind of nice.
Kind of nice.
Yeah, that's great. I imagine this is available on your website
Yes.
and
Yep.
other places
Yep.
too.
Vinyl,
And
CDs, shirts. All
yeah, and what platforms are you on if people want to get their music digitally?
I think everywhere that music streams. So Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, TikTok, Deezer, all the things that I don't even know. It's like 90 platforms or something like that.
Great, great. Well, can we hear another song from the album?
Yeah.
What do you want to play next?
I believe it is Gold.
Yeah, let's share Gold. This is one of the songs that every time we get an opportunity to share it, it's meaningful, because it's a story that is close to my heart, close to our hearts. This is a story of, actually, yes, we're married. Kate and I are married. And on our wedding day, when we exchanged rings, I received this very special wedding band that my grandfather wore for nearly 7 decades. And so the story tells or the song tells a story not only of my grandparents, who had such a beautiful story, beautiful marriage, and I was really close with my grandparents. And then we have a couple verses about our story and what's futures for us.
Yeah, song
And
talks about
legacy.
legacy and how to take that love as an inspiration and then keep passing it on.
Beautiful. Was your grandfather a musician?
No. Nope.
He is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
now.
Yep.
All right, well, let's hear Brad and Kate's Gold.
This ring on my finger is more treasure than gold. It means a lifetime of loving till we're carried home. Worn by my grandfather for 68 years. I will stand by my bride the same he did his. They said I love you truly in the snow of 44. A few months on the farm and you were sent off to war. Hard work built a family and your faith got you through it. You were hand in hand till life's goodbyes were due. Oh, this legacy of love will carry on.
Before life complicated, it was just you and me. Up talking past midnight, realizing our dreams. Maybe all that we wanted was all that we need. Every day, every hour, together we're free. Oh, this legacy of love will carry on.
Yeah, this ring on my finger is more treasure than gold. It means a lifetime of loving till you're carried home. Oh, this legacy of love will carry on as we join our voices to the greatest song. Put through fire, it comes out strong. Oh, this legacy of love will carry on.
Thank you.
So this next song is called Pulling Away, and this was the first song that we released after we put out our album. Something that I love about this song is that it was written like right in the middle of kind of a difficult situation, and I think it's easy when you're writing a song to feel like you can't tell someone something, you can't express something to someone until you know how you feel about it, until it has a little bow on it. And so that's something that I love about this song, is it's just the tense of the song is just right in the middle of it. The song's called Pulling Away. I don't know how to ask for the things I need. I don't know how to ask for the things I need. My bag's half packed, it stays like that. I don't know how we'd ever get back. I don't know how to ask for the things I need. And I can feel myself pulling away, pulling away. I can feel myself pulling away, pulling away. You don't know how to say all the words you mean. You don't know how to say all the words you mean. We fall off track and stay like that. I don't know how we'd ever get back. You don't know how to say all the words you mean. And I can feel myself pulling away, pulling away. I can feel myself pulling away, pulling away. Oh, but I'll try, 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 try. Oh, we can try, 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 try. Oh, we can try, we can try, we can try, we can try. And I can feel myself pulling away, pulling away. I can feel myself pulling away, pulling away. And I can feel myself pulling away, pulling away. I can feel myself pulling away, pulling away. Ooh. Ooh.
I think there's a pretty cool story, and I want to learn more about the song Sleep Talking. So a year later, a guy named Kyler Boss gets his hands on it and creates like a dance house remix kind of a thing. It's totally different than the song on the album. How did that come to be, and who is Kyler Boss?
Yeah, you're exactly right. It was almost a year later that I'd seen a group of high school friends. We were hanging out, and one of them mentioned, "Hey, I've got a crazy idea. I think one of your songs that you recorded in your normal pop folk version, you could do a cool remix to it." And when I shared it with Kate, we kind of chuckled about, we're not EDM house music artists, but the idea to implement that style on this song Sleep Talking sounded like something that might be pretty cool. So it happened quickly for us in terms of reaching out to Kyler, who's a musician, incredibly talented friend of ours, and does a whole range of music. And so he pretty quickly worked on this version that is exactly, as you said, very different than the original. And then
He sent it to us in our first listen. We're just like, it's pretty great.
Did you feel hip?
We did
Oh,
feel
man.
it.
Yeah, I bet.
it's
Yeah.
keeping us young.
Yes, that's right. That's
So what was the reaction to it?
It's funny because it became like one of our most streamed songs. It got on all of these like EDM video gaming playlists like all around the world. And so there was a certain point in time, it was on a Spotify playlist with like over 2 million followers or something like that. And so we got a ton of streams from it. And then they probably loved that song and then went to our Spotify and realized that everything else is like acoustic, rock, pop, folk. And maybe didn't follow, but
we lost the teen gamers. But,
yes. So it was really fun. I mean, it was just fun to hear our voices on something different.
Well, who knows? I mean, you know, there could be another song down the road. Kyler could get his mitts on it, and you can cultivate 2 audiences at once.
Yeah.
If we've had anything go viral, it's not technically viral, but I think we had like a 7,000% increase for a couple months on our EDM house music. So maybe we're in the wrong line of work. I don't know.
Well, I think it's really fun. I think it's really fun. You guys should check it out. You should check it out at home too. And would you mind playing your acoustic version, your album version?
Let's do it.
All right, let's hear it. Sleep Talking.
I've been talking in my sleep, murmurs of the way things used to be. You say sorry in my dreams, closure close by, always haunting me. 2, 3, 4. Ain't it a shame that you can never say those words to me? Ain't it a shame it wouldn't change a thing for you and me? Now you've got me talking in my sleep. I've been walking down this road, walking so much further than it seems. I've been carrying this load, knapsack full of all your memories. Ain't it a shame that you could never say those words to me? Ain't it a shame it wouldn't change a thing for you and me? Now you've got me talking in my sleep, talking in my sleep. Will I wake up with forgiveness? Can we put behind us this mess? Will I wake up with forgiveness? Will I wake up with forgiveness? Can we put behind us this mess? Will I wake up with forgiveness? Ain't it a shame that you can never say those words to me? You took the blame, but you never said those words to me. Ain't it a shame that you can never say those words to me? Ain't it a shame it wouldn't change a thing for you and me? Now you've got me talking in my sleep, talking in my sleep.
So we are all dying to know, what can we look forward to in the future?
Yeah, we've been writing a bunch of new songs. So we're getting in the studio, recording those, releasing them, and then just a full lineup of shows, both acoustic, the two of us, and then also with our full band.
Well, is there a chance that you might share some of your new material with us tonight?
Yes.
Great. I cannot thank you enough for joining us. It has been a pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thanks
having
for
us.
having
And we really look forward to seeing what happens next year and beyond.
Thanks.
On behalf of Brucemore, thanks to our studio audience. And thank you for watching from wherever you are. Now, if you enjoy this series, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss our next episode. Let's go out with Brad and Kate live from the Artisan Studio at Brucemore.
I can't explain it. This feeling keeps me up at night. If I could hate you, then it would give me a reason why. Maybe if we waited, gave it another try. Don't know if it was wrong, but I know this ain't right. Weren't we like a burning flame? Weren't we like a wildfire? Things will never be the same. My heart breaks every time. To know love is to know pain. They weren't the same. Weren't we like a flame? Weren't we like a flame? I'm wearing your hoodie, the one with the hole ripped in the sleeve. When you notice it missing, I hope that it makes you think of me. I'm lonely, could you hold me? If only one more time, baby, would it be wrong? 'Cause I know it'd feel right. Weren't we like a burning flame? Weren't we like a wildfire? Things will never be the same. My heart breaks every time. To know love is to know pain. They weren't the same. Weren't we like a flame? Weren't we like a flame? I thought we'd burn forever. I thought we'd work it out. We swore to make things better. I guess we're just too proud. I'll smile, but I'm faking when I see you around. Weren't we like a burning flame? Weren't we like a wildfire? Things will never be the same. My heart breaks every time. Weren't we like a